Hi students, in today class we discuss aircraft wind problems. Sir, aircraft wind problems are similar to riverboat problems. Instead of river, here wind is there. Instead of boat, here aircraft is there. So remaining all are same. So here, if you observe the terms, velocity of river Vr is replaced with Vw. Vw stands for velocity of wind or absolute velocity of the wind or velocity of the wind with respect to ground. See, Va stands for absolute velocity of aircraft or velocity of aircraft with respect to ground. VAW is the velocity of the aircraft with respect to wind. So from this velocity of the aircraft with respect to wind is equal to, we can write velocity of the aircraft minus velocity of the wind. From this velocity of aircraft is equal to, velocity of aircraft is equal to velocity of the aircraft with respect to wind plus velocity of the wind we can write. Okay, clear now? Suppose here aeroplane travels from one point to another point. Suppose aeroplane starts from point A and reaches to a point B. Aeroplane travels from point A to point B. The separation between A and B is taken as d meters. D kilometers or you take d meters, no problem. The separation between them is equal to d. How much time aeroplane to travel from A to B? Suppose there is no wind, what happened? So without wind we can't assume. That's why here if wind is blowing along the direction of AB, if wind is blowing along the direction of AB, then velocity of the aircraft is equal to, velocity of the aircraft is equal to velocity of the wind plus velocity of the aircraft with respect to wind. This is the velocity of aircraft because velocity of the wind and aircraft both are moving in a same direction. That's why we should add them. In this, time taken to travel from A to B, time taken to travel from A to B is equal to, time is equal to distance by velocity is the formula, d by velocity of the aircraft. What is the velocity of the aircraft? We know velocity of the aircraft is equal to VW plus VAW. So TAB is equal to D divided by VW plus VAW will come. So this is the time taken to travel from A to B. Same aircraft is now travel from B to A. How much time it take to travel from B to A? In this case, wind is blowing in this direction and aircraft is moving in this direction. Both are traveling in opposite directions. That aircraft travel from B to A. In second case, aircraft is moving in this direction B to A, wind is moving from A to B. So here both are traveling in the opposite direction. So in this case, velocity of the aircraft is equal to, this is velocity of the aircraft with respect to wind runner. So velocity of the aircraft is equal to velocity of the aircraft with respect to wind minus velocity of the wind we will get. Okay, Rana. Actually both are in opposite directions, but velocity of the aircraft must be greater than velocity of the wind. Then only it reaches point A. In this case, time taken to travel from B to A is equal to, B to A is equal to distance between them is equal to T divided by velocity of the aircraft with respect to wind minus velocity of the wind. Total time, how much time it taken to travel from A to B and B to A? So then total time T is equal to, total time T is equal to TAB plus TBA. So that is equal to, total time T is equal to D by velocity of the aircraft with respect to wind minus plus velocity of the wind plus d divided by velocity of the aircraft with respect to wind minus velocity of the wind. So that is the total time. Next, in next case number. So here aircraft travels from point A to point B, but this time wind is blowing. Suppose wind is blowing in this direction. This is the velocity of the wind. So this velocity of the wind making an angle theta with the horizontal. In which direction he should steer? So to reach point B. Suppose this aircraft is moving with a velocity VAW, velocity of aircraft with respect to wind. So it making an angle alpha with the horizontal. Okay, now. So here it is making an angle theta, this one making an angle alpha. The resultant of these two must be acting along the AB, then he must reach this point B. Clear? What now? Velocity of the aircraft with respect to wind is acting in this direction, velocity of the wind is acting in this direction. So the resultant of these two must be act along the direction of AB. Then aeroplane reaches point B from point A. So what is the condition? Now here condition, first we resolve this velocity of the wind into two perpendicular components. This velocity of the wind making an angle theta with horizontal. So if you resolve it into two components, this horizontal component, one is the vertical component. Here it making an angle theta with the horizontal. So horizontal component is VW cos theta and vertical component is VW sin theta. Similarly, we should resolve this velocity of the aircraft with respect to wind also. This velocity of the aircraft with respect to wind making an angle alpha with the horizontal. So the component along horizontal direction is VAW cos alpha and the vertical component VAW sin alpha. Okay, we got four components. Now if you observe that aeroplane must travel along the line of AB, the resultant must be along line AB, then only it reaches point B. That means the vertical component must be equal and or along vertical direction velocity is equal to 0. Velocity along vertical direction must be equal to 0. Velocity along vertical direction 0, that means VW sin theta is equal to VAW sin alpha. These two components are equal. So VW sin theta is equal to VAW sin alpha. From this we can write sin theta by sin alpha is equal to sin theta by sin alpha is equal to velocity of aircraft with respect to wind by velocity of the wind. This is one condition. Next, here these two velocities are in acting opposite direction. One is along AB, other one is opposite to AB. So velocity along horizontal direction is velocity along horizontal direction. So velocity along AB, that is equal to, this is the velocity of the aircraft. Velocity of the aircraft, that is equal to velocity of the aircraft with respect to wind into cos alpha minus opposite direction VW into cos theta will act. Now time taken to reach the point B from point A. So then time t is equal to distance d divided by time taken to travel from A to B. Distance d divided by VAW into cos alpha minus VW into cos theta. Okay. This is the time. So by using this condition, if you know theta, VAW, VW, we can find sin alpha. Next, aeroplane travels from B to A. How much time it taken? Sir, B to A. Suppose aeroplane making an angle beta with the horizontal. If velocity of the aircraft with respect to wind making an angle beta with the horizontal, and wind is blowing in this direction only. Wind is blowing in this direction. Wind making an angle theta. Again, we should resolve the velocity of aircraft with respect to wind, resolve into two components. Here, the components are one is along horizontal direction and one is along vertical direction. So this vertical component is VAW into sine beta, and the horizontal component is VAW into cos beta. Velocity of the wind, there is no change in the velocity of the wind. So these are the components of the velocity of the wind. So here our aim is to travel from B to A. To travel from B to A, that means vertical velocity must be zero. Vertical velocity must be zero means that VAW sine beta is equal to VW into sine theta. Okay, but VW sine theta is equal to VAW sine alpha. VW sine theta is equal to VAW sine alpha. So equate to it, then we get VAW sine beta is equal to VAW into sine alpha. From this, alpha must be is equal to beta. Okay, now here to travel from B to A also he must travel with same angle. How much angle making with alpha? Okay, Nandi. So alpha equal to beta. Now, how much time? Here, if you observe the two components are acting in same direction, then time taken to travel from B to A is equal to time taken to travel from B to A is equal to d divided by velocity of the aircraft with respect to wind into cos beta plus VW into cos theta. But alpha is equal to beta, you take it as alpha. Clear? Now, okay. So total time taken to travel from A to B and B to A. So total time is taken as T. T is equal to TAB plus TBA. This is total time. We know TAB is equal to D divided by VAW into cos alpha minus VW into cos theta plus D divided by VAW into cos alpha plus VW into cos theta. Here, LCM. VAW cos alpha minus VW cos theta into VAW cos alpha plus VW cos theta. VAW cos alpha minus VW cos theta into VAW cos alpha plus VW cos theta. Here in numerator if you take D common, then you get cross multiply VAW cos alpha plus VW into cos theta plus VAW cos alpha minus VW into cos theta. This will come. Okay, clear? Here VW cos theta cancel. Finally, we can get 2D, total time T is equal to 2D into VAW cos alpha by, it is in the form of A plus B into A minus B. A plus B into A minus B formula, A square minus B square. So that is equal to VAW cos alpha whole square. So this is equal minus VW square into cos square theta. So this is the total time.